these big circles of these Satanists around an altar, where the people, sometimes in hooded, what do you call them? They were wearing these long cloaks that were brown with hoods, and they'd be in a circle or two circles, one inside of the other, by the altar, where there'd be live children and sometimes babies. So, and that would happen at night.
And I figured, okay, he's here to rob me. He wants my jewelry. I give it to him, he'll leave. But that's not what happened. After I gave him every last thing that I had, he picked me up and threw me down a flight of stairs. I went like in the air down my stairs from the second floor. And when I got to the bottom and I was bleeding from everywhere, mainly my I had a lot of breaks in my skull, he started beating me in the back of the head with a bat.
There was a close family member involved in a satanic cult. Used to force me to attend certain rituals. There were a lot of things that I witnessed that, you know, were like secrets that you wish you didn't have to hold on to.
It's hard to imagine. I'll tell you what, I would never let someone that I had ever loved be in a position where they could be sleeping in the street.
So you heard it straight from the horse's mouth. You know, Allison Carey, Mariah Carey's sister, and Patricia Carey, Mariah Carey's mother, both passed away in August of 2024 on the same day. Recently, Mariah tweeted, you know, "Thank you, New York Times, for this incredible honor. All I ever wanted to be known as before anything else is a songwriter. Being in the company of the genius songwriters on this list is an honor all on its own. You know, thank you for the illuminating interview. And Victoria Monet for your beautifully generous words. It means more than you know." Then Justin Bieber allegedly tweeted from his official X account, "You unalived your mom insists for the you know what," and literally your own mom. Like what, you know, like WTF. Now you may recall about 6 months ago, I did Mariah Carey, the Queen of Christmas Decoded, where I covered the story of her mom and sister. So go and check out that decode. If you recall, you know, in that decode, I covered, you know, the date of her latest album, September 26, 2025. You know, is 75 in reduction, and, you know, Mariah Carey is 57. That date is also 175, and Allison Carey, her sister, is also 175. And, you know, her mom's name, Patricia, happens to be 58, and that date is 85. Also in that video, you know, I told you guys, you know, she dropped her first single from her latest album, Here For It All. You know, Type Dangerous, that was her first single from that project on June 6th, you know, 6-6, you know, they love those sixes, you know, could it be 1-6 for her mom and 1-6 for her sister? And as always, it doesn't stop there, because Mariah happened to be 55 years old when her mother and her sister passed away in August of 2024. Mariah was 55. That's very interesting, because if you recall from another decode that I did on Lil Jon's son, DJ Young Slade, who mysteriously passed away after he went missing for 3 days, right around his birthday at age 27. You know, I did a whole 27 Club series. Well, anyway, Lil Jon also happened to be 55 years old at the time. You know what else is 55? But I'm sure that's just a coincidence. And here is Mariah doing some one-eye symbolism. But I'm sure that's just a coincidence. Well, as always, this video was for entertainment purposes only. This is all just my opinion. Everything I've said in this video is alleged. If you enjoy content like this, be sure to like, share, and follow, but only if you're interested, because you never want to miss anything. And if you want to go check out my Mariah Carey, The Queen of Christmas Decoded, all you have to do is go to the TikTok video search and type in Deception Decode Mariah Carey, and it should be the first result that pops up.